Hello, hi, this is Elisan, and I am back after a long break. I think more than 7 months, and in between those 7 months, I dabbled in and out. I maintained my work, I did not create anything new. 2016 was the year of completion. Many of us were challenged and are still probably challenged with a lot of challenges. And so, as we end the year 2016 and we enter the year 2017, there was so much promise about it's a new beginning, life is going to be better, and all the good stuff, right? You know, I think now that we are here in 2017, it brings about a different meaning. The cosmics are never wrong. The universe never makes a mistake. We are exactly where we need to be. However, there is this time perception, right? We want to end suffering so that we can move on. We are so unhappy with our current situation and we look forward to the future. And when 2017 arrived, it wasn't as what it was. We were still struggling, we were still working on our old issues, and especially for those of us who were avoiding and running away on working with our issues. It's coming head on, and that was exactly what happened for me. So over the past 7 months, it has been pretty challenging, but as we all know, there's always a breakdown before a breakthrough. And this is not the first time that it's happening for me. And it just so happened that in the last couple of years, the breakdown seemed to be, much shorter. But this time, it took me 7 months. 7 months. So, in perspective, this 7 months was long, but it was really quite rapid if you look at how long I have been working on myself. I started my spiritual journey in 2007. And so it's 10 years now. And I thought I knew it all. I thought I knew everything. I thought I've learned all the concepts. However, when I was tested this year, it seemed like I had to go back to fundamentals. It seemed like I had to go back to the beginning. And maybe I really didn't understood those teachings because the teachings never change. They are fundamentals. They are basic. What changed is our life experiences and our understanding towards these philosophies. So as you know, and I have told you in the post that I have attracted a lawsuit. Not only have I attracted a lawsuit during this time I was contemplating on a divorce and I had more mother problems. But I'm going to focus today on telling you about the lawsuit because it's pretty recent and it might serve you because in 2017, a lot of us are forced to look at our lives intently, probably under the microscope, and really understand who we are. And most of us have lost our essence. Most of us have lost who we are, and therefore we are struggling. And so we don't grow when life is good. We don't grow when, or rather, we don't remember God or the universe or to pray or to ask for a miracle or to evolve and grow ourselves when life is good. Yes or yes. So I was given many opportunities to face this fear, which is to speak up for myself and to draw healthy boundaries and, and to speak up, in the face of the authorities. There were so many opportunities for me to work through this, but I chose to run away. I chose to avoid it like a plague because it caused me a lot of emotional stress. The first incident was when I had to write to an authority figure that I was going to quit the program. And that caused me so much anxiety that I fell sick. I suffered, oh my God, like a breakdown, physical breakdown. I had a sore throat. Just after I sent the email, I had a sore throat, I had a fever, I had a cough, and all the symptoms came down. It was because the body was resisting. However, after I wrote that email, I realized that it's not as bad. I didn't die. Nothing terrible happened. It's just a body reaction that the mind just thinks that you are dying. So this is how powerful the mind is. So back to this lawsuit. I of course asked, why is this happening? And if you are thinking that it's my fault, no, it's not my fault. However, sometimes the universe would send you tests and send you situations to put a halt to your life. As Carolyn Mice has it, and she said the angels would always give you opportunities and the angels would give you a choice. Do you want to quit your job or do you want to get fired? And so to put this into perspective, I didn't quit myself, and so therefore I was fired. And it was almost as if this is the divine intervention, because I have asked, to be honest, I have prayed the night before to God that please help me and show me what I need to do right now to move forward. And boom, this lawsuit came in. And this lawsuit has been around for about a year. I chose to avoid it. It was actually a very small lawyer letter. When, if you have ever received lawyer letters before, they, write in bombastic words and they terrify the shit out of me. And I was really terrified. And so I chose to run away and I chose to ignore it. And it could be solved, actually, to be honest, by just me replying to them and in a small amount, a less amount of money. But now it has escalated to the courts and I have to spend more money. And so God was saying, if we didn't do this, how would you put a full stop in your life and take a moment to observe what you are actually running away from? Because when you go to court, you have no choice but to face it and deal with it, right? And so this was the moment where I absolutely freaked out and I went into a downward spiral. My emotion and all the law of attraction and all the positive thinking affirmation didn't work for me because the emotions just took over. The ego just took over. And it is exactly during this moment that I had to put a stop to all this emotional drama, because now I know better. It is all just habits. A response or reaction that is out of habit, and I know I prayed for it, so I can no longer run away. And so of course the ego would try to talk you out or talk me out from running away. But then what if I was meant to be in this lawsuit, squarely in this lawsuit, and not run away? What if I were to need to face this lawsuit and just go into it with dignity, with integrity, and surrender to the unknown? And because of this lawsuit, I really had to learn how to surrender, because it's not out of my free will now. It is the free will of whatever the universe will decide. And this is how I really practice disassociating myself from the ego. And it is what it is. I judged the situation. It caused me pain, so I was resisting it. And trust me, it was so many things were going in my head. Like, why don't you just disappear, and this, and I was blaming and that and so on. And I just wish this would disappear. And I wish this lawsuit would just disappear. But it is out of a wrong intention as well, because if I want it to disappear, means I am running away from it again. So it is causing, I've given this my power to this case because I want it to disappear so that I can be happy, right? So this is where I really learned that it is what it is. How dramatic the situation might be, how dramatic your life may be, or how, whatever situation your life is, how terrible it is what it is until you give it a judgment. So over the next couple of days, I am going to be sharing with you more tips in how I actually turned my life over. And this, really correlates with my career, with my life purpose, and with what I want to do. I was, so devastated. Maybe I should just look for a job. What I do is not meant to be. And once I cleared that all out, I revamped my services in one night. I got myself together in 2 days, and this is why I decided to put myself out there again to share my story, because you might need to hear this. Because 2017 has been very challenging for many people, especially their life purpose. And if you are listening to this, and if you need to revamp your life purpose, or you're feeling lost again, because I was, 6 months ago, if you've ever met me and you don't know what I did in the past, I was a business coach to spiritual entrepreneurs. And I was guided very strongly to just quit and let go. That's another story, but I was really guided and I was feeling lost, because what am I going to do now? First of all, that was my my source of income, and I was pretty good at it. But to be honest, I lost interest. And then what I was going to do was, am I going to hold on to it just because it's my daily income? And that was another lesson that I have learned. I am not going to sell my soul. I am not going to do anything in the name of just making money without any integrity or without any soul in it. So in the last 7 months, thank God I had some savings to help me tide this time over. So God gives you exactly what you need, and do not be worried about money, because it will show up on time for you. When the integrity is right, everything is, aligned, you would have everything that you need. Even though you're struggling right now, I've gone through 50 cents days or $1 days, and I'm still here. Didn't die, didn't commit suicide. So whatever your bank situation is, know that it is temporary. Okay? So I am going to be sharing my journey with you over the next couple of days, and I hope you hang in there and let me help you and motivate you as well. So I know one of the things is that helped me over the course of this 6 months is sisterhood. I have two very good friends that helped me, were there for me regardless of the situation, and a lot of personal work and a lot of emotional growing up that I had to do, a lot of forgiveness that I have to do as well. So thank you for watching. All right, so I would see you soon. Bye bye.